story because see, I knew one thing. I can't go back to corporate America. This business wasn't about money for me. It was about time. Be clear on that. It was only about time. Look, when your kids are getting older, you and I know exactly what I mean by this. You want to spend time. We're not lazy. We have worked our is off. We have worked so hard our whole life. We've been beat up, we've gotten through it. We did the debt. We have good seasons. We have bad seasons. We went through the seasons. We went through the storms. But here's the crazy thing about this business. I knew that there's going to be good times and bad times in this business, but here's what I knew. I had to go to the storm to go through the storm to get to the rainbow. And here's what I can share with you. Yes, I didn't know money for 3.5 months. Here's the defining moment. Wait for this. There's three things that I wanted from this business. I knew I'm 56. I don't know if I can do this or not. I didn't even buy the 600. I bought a $300 program. I didn't know if I could do this. So I bought the $300. And you know what? It was one of the best things I had ever done. And here's another thing. I made a decision about this business within about 12 hours. Not, I'm going to think about it. I've already thought about it. I've already did all that. When I think about it, it's like you just make your decision, make your commitment, go all in and move your butt. Because here's the deal. Here, the reason I didn't make any money for the first 3.5 months, that was a me problem. That was my fault. I did not do the things I needed to do to make it. And here's the other thing. I didn't ask any questions. I did exactly what I was supposed to do, but I never asked any questions to our mentors. Our mentors are phenomenal. They've been there, done that. They have a proven system. Just sit down, shut up per se, and listen and move your butt. I promise you, they will not disappoint you. I never thought I would be sitting in the position I am now, that I'm one of the guys that the people come to and ask you, how do I do this business? Because I've been there, done that. And here's what I'll leave you on this note. I'm a day away from making $100,000 in 11 months. Here's the really cool thing. Here's the really cool thing about that. I probably made 100,000, almost 100,000 in the last 5 months. The defining moment was July 27th when I opened my mouth and finally asked the question, because y'all know who you are. Y'all know, like, I'm going to be quiet. The introvert sitting in the corner doesn't want to say a word. I'm just a very loud introvert. That's all. That's all I am. But here's what I can tell you. If it wasn't for Michelle asking 4 questions, and we integrated back and forth for the training, 3 to 4 days later, I made a daily pay 11 days straight. That's what happened. 14 days straight after my mentoring call, July 27th. That's recorded in you want to see it's in our community. It's recorded. It's word for word. It tells you how I did it. I want you to understand you're at a place where there's people that are here to guide you and help you answer your questions. So a guy like me that's 56, that's kind of gets in his own way, his big feet, one after the other, gets in his own way. There are people like us to steer us back into the right direction, to follow the process that's already been proven. And now I'm sitting here to tell you 56, and I will share something with you. That's not a joke when we sit there and tell you 2 hours a day. I know it's hard to believe, because here was one of the first things when I saw it. I said, look, I know what 6 figures looks like in my position. I know exactly. And it ain't 2 hours a day. I know it's 10 to 60 to 70 hours a week. That's what I knew. But I want you to know one last thing. This is for real. It's not a joke. And if you could do these 3 things, this is all I can tell. I tell people in my lives all the time, do these 3 things. For God's sakes, just take a chance. Just do it. I promise you, you're going to spend the money on something else that's probably not going to get you a rate of return. If you really think about it, we spent $659 and we made $100,000 on that investment. Now, I'm not telling you you're going to make that money. Because I don't know your work ethic. But I can tell you this, if you plug in, my God, you have a wonderful chance, because we are here to help you and guide you. If it wasn't for the training, the mentoring, the people that I can bounce off and ask questions, I promise you this. I do promise you this. If you don't ask the questions, you'll never know the answer. If you never move forward and make the decision to say yes, you will never go forward. Failure's fine. Failure's okay. Just be your authentic self. That's the greatest thing. You can truly be yourself. And there's something freeing. There's something about it. There's just a great feeling you get, because you don't have to fib. You're not selling. You're just telling your story. And you guys have a story, and people need to hear you. People are counting on you. See, I'll leave it on this note. This is the final thing I'll say. My goal this year, and I just texted Michelle earlier this evening, I said my goal is too small. Isn't that crazy? Do you know what my goal is? I'm here to go to, after this year, I'm going to help 2,500 families start an online business, and I haven't even met them yet. But here's how I know I'm going to do this. Here's how I know, because in the first 5 days of this month, I made over $12,000. Not $600 a day, but understand, I plugged in 11 months ago and it was a non-negotiable. I will not fail. I'm not going to fail. I'm going to stay here until I make it. I will do whatever I need to do. And you have the commitment. Just be you. We're here for you. Be clear on that. We're not going to do it for you. You have to do the work, but we're here for you. I just know a corporate guy like